You and joining us to discuss some of this, retired U.S. Army combat veteran Cory Mills. Great to have you with us. Thank you so much, Cory, for your service to our great nation as well.
Thank you so much for having me, Bianca.
Now, this seems like a problem that we cannot find new recruits and good men and women who want to go into the service, Cory. I'd like to, get your reaction to the fact we're hearing the Army for the first time offering $50,000 in bonus. What is the biggest issue you see when we talk about these issues, this, lack of finding people who want to fight for our nation?
Well, I think that the first thing you have to look at is the administration who's trying to do the recruitment. You have General Lloyd Austin, who is focused on the ideas of equality and inclusion and diversity, something that the military has plenty of, and looking at purging our military from those for COVID vaccinations, which are an unconstitutional vaccination. And let me just back up for a second and just say, I'm not saying that we didn't take vaccinations when we came into the military. Absolutely we did. But these were vaccinations that had 30 and 40 and 50 years of long-term testing. The idea that we're purging our military and we're trying to draw a line of equality, inclusion, and division, not looking at what we need, which is cohesion, readiness, and increased lethality, I think is what's driving away recruits. And I think that the political partisanship is taking priority of our nation's readiness.
And Cory, that's an excellent point. I also think, do you think some of this that's weighing on young men and women is the way they see our veterans being treated when they are out? It is a very unfortunate situation. We know that a lot of veterans are facing suicide. It's very high. About 17 veterans commit suicide every single day. In fact, just last week, the officials for Department of Veterans Affairs announced a $20 million grant to try and challenge people to reduce the rate. But how much of that plays into people who are looking into the military going, how will they treat me when I come out?
100%. I mean, as a military veteran, I can tell you no one takes better care of our community than ourselves. That's why if you looked at even Jon Stewart, he said, when I give these Memorial Day, this somber remembrance, I always see veterans and spouses of veterans, but not the American people. We have to also identify with the fact that while our National Guard slept in frozen parking garages there in D.C. under this administration when they got activated, we were paying $87 million for illegals to come across and stay in hotels. The idea that we're prioritizing the safety, security, and comfort of illegal aliens who violate our sovereignty, but not those who wear the uniform with the American flag on their sleeve who are willing to pay the ultimate sacrifice, is a real slap in the face for all military veterans. And so I think that we have to look at more attention and less talk, less political rhetoric, less kind of, singular narratives, and look at real action, making sure that instead of looking at $54 billion over the last 2 months to Ukraine, we're looking at the necessary things to take care of our veterans and take care of our children by hardening our schools, securing our borders. The idea is that we have to start putting veterans first, because if not, why else would they want to serve in this military, which only is going to make them America last?
U.S. Army combat veteran Cory Mills, we thank